Probably get the double kill here. Yeah, he does. I love that process here from SSG. Triple kill from Legend. Bound following up with a double on the A side of the map has SSG looking assuredly to secure that first 30-second checkpoint in the match. They'll do just that, and they're looking great here to start this game forward.
Legend has not died, and he has all of SSG's ball time. This guy starting off hot, showing why he was picked up by this roster. He's gonna have to play the ball here soon, though. All three of his teammates are dead, but look at this. How much ball time can he get
He's the only one
while his
alive.
whole team is dead? And he throws it out at the perfect time, knows the player's coming in.
Oh my god.
If he gets this kill, oh my god, the killing spree almost does it to Formal too, but wow, Legend showing up in a huge way in game 4, and they might just close the series out if he can keep this up.
My god, that was one of the more impressive killing sprees you'll ever see, and he almost matches the 5 kills with the 5-0 OBJ. My god, Legend having himself a hell of a game 4, and this is important to note. This is a closeout game 4. This is when OpTic's their most difficult to beat, but SSG looks like they're finding their best version of themselves, and this is a team that, again, with that new 4th in Legend, could get better every single day leading up to HCS Arlington.
You know, when they picked him up, I think they were like, I'm just tired of playing against this guy. Can we stop playing against him? Like, let's just put him on our side. It's just not fun to play against this guy, man. He's somehow able to control so many parts of the map by himself. He's 8-1 now with all the ball time as well. So fluid with his movement on the map. Also very rarely misses shots. Finds himself in the top 5 KD almost every LAN last year. I mean, this guy is the real deal, and he is proving it today.
And on the other side of the Shadow Realm, losers round 8. Native go down 0-2 to FaZe after a spectacular victory for Renegade and the rest of the boys in red. As the boys in red over here looking just as good as FaZe did in that Slayer. 80-0. And you have Lucid here with a very uncharacteristic 2-2-7 game. He's a guy that you don't expect to see those stats, and here he is pushing through, looking to find some important slays, some impactful slays. He's doing that as they break through. They break down that lockdown setup. Impressive there, but boy, do they need one hell of a stretch run. 93-0 when they picked up that oddball. See if OpTic can come back.
You have to think it's just one clean break for Space Station.
Yeah.
They will win the round. Not even a clean break. If they just get a couple dead, they
Milky
could probably snag the ball for at least 7 seconds and close it out. But so far, OpTic not going to make it easy. Stellar with the shock rifle. That's exactly what you need to close this out. He gets 2 dead. Has 2 or just 1 dead teammate, and there's nobody left in A to stop this round from ending. I think it's just going to be a matter of killing Lucid. Okay, I take that back. Lucid was here, but he is taken out. I think that's going to be the end of round 1 in this oddball.
And that will do it. And let's be honest, 18 seconds, that's fool's gold. This was all SSG. After the opening break triple kill from Legend, wisely pushes up, presses the spawn points to send Trippy back to the respawn screen. That kind of forced the OpTic Gaming blender, and I got to go back to the decision to not push on through. He had blood in his mouth, could have found more slays, but instead worked his way back to the oddball, had 50 uncontested seconds, and that was all she wrote after that opening break. Let's hope OpTic can have a little bit better opening break here, but no, it's much worse, you could argue. 4 go down. Stellar still alive. He could work with his grapple hook here, jump up to the bat ledge, but OpTic Gaming spot that out. Great job off their back foot, off spawn, not allowing Stellar to get to that location. If he had, SSG might have some ball time. Instead, OpTic are looking a little bit more scrappy here in round 2.
Actually a massive kill to take down Stellar in that moment. He was about to get the shock rifle. They knew it. That was their condition to make sure this second round didn't start off as poorly as the last one. Ever since they shut him down, they've gotten more slays, but it's actually SSG escaping with the ball. I think their plan to try to rotate it to C, but look at the shots from Formal. This guy is just making it difficult for SSG to move anywhere. He's also earned himself the shock rifle. Hasn't even shot it yet. Doesn't feel the need. He gets taken down, and I don't know if SSG recognized that he had the shock rifle, so I think that might actually stay in the hands of OpTic if they can make their way back into the tower.
You should have the ability to grab control of the sandbox and the objective at the tower with 3 down for SSG, but look at this pressure. Already on the blue side of the map, but for now, Dead Zone has it in his hand, and he's scoring here for OpTic Gaming, looking, like I said, much better, much more scrappy here in round 2. They're setting up for that reset, but with Trippy baiting the back smack, they're not going to need to. Instead, 3 go down, make it 4 potentially, And I love how OpTic Gaming held on to the oddball here. They knew the pressure was coming from SSG, but by taking 3 down, they only had 1 member left to work with. I'll take that bet if I'm OpTic Gaming, and because of that bet, that risk reward, they've got that first 30-second check mark like SSG had at the round 1, and now OpTic Gaming looking equally as good, but they go 3 down, make it all 4, as Stellar's the only player alive in the lobby, like an apocalyptic wasteland, has all the resources he wants to scavenge. Camo for now, as the oddball waits at the reset. Ooh, but Trippy finds the slay on Stellar. That's a massive neutralization of the camo. As OpTic Gaming, again, I'm going to use that word again, scrappy here in round 2, and it's got them in the lead, up by 35.
Lucid Scrapple didn't quite do what he wanted it to in that moment. Probably wanted to reposition himself with the oddball somewhere in gold, but he's going to have to settle to take it into A for now. Stellar finding a kill on Formal. Just 2 dead, or 1 dead on each team. And Space Station do a good job to get control of gold, and they might just take this ball and run back into pipe safely, but no, OpTic's going to shut that down. They're going to continue to fight for map control, and if they can get a couple slays, they'll get an oddball hold here.
49-1 here in your lower side of the winner's semifinal bracket. OpTic Gaming versus SSG. We are holding Complexity versus Sentinel, so you guys won't miss any of the action. We also got an observer in lower round 8, trying to make sure you guys see as much Halo as possible here today. We're going to be kind of bouncing around, switching back and forth, so pay attention, because we're going to have a lot. We're going to throw a lot your way here, because we got a lot of good Halo. Championship Sunday, OpTic Formal with the shot. He's looking to line up a headshot on Bound. Has good reticle discipline, but Bound with the G-slide. Oh, it takes Formal down with the hands. Talk about aggressive. Everybody knew what was coming. Formal knew Bound was going to do that, but Bound still took him down.
I'm glad you say that, because I was thinking the same thing. Formal sees the name is Bound. You got to have your player names on, because these guys know each other's tendencies, right? He's like, okay, Bound's going to rush me, because he's just completely insane, bat out of hell player that just holds forward at all opportunity. He adjusted his headshot to try to hit Bound while hitting the slide, but Bound is just simply too fast. Comes in and hits the hands, and man, I just love to see plays like that. This man's playing with a ton of confidence, and why would he not after an insane Game 3 win? He's now 15-11 in this game. They also completely stomped in round 1, but this has been all OpTic round 2. Finally, 3 go dead for OpTic, and Space Station have their first chance to get an extended hold in the second round.
This has been a Jekyll and Hyde Game 4, where SSG looked really good in round 1, and now OpTic looked just like SSG in round 2. For now, though, SSG do have that oddball at their preferred location. Back a C, easy resets as Eco accumulates more ball time here. Legend on the sneaky side, looking to prevent that push through the long haul, but Dead Zone gonna get that slay onto Legend, but 2 go down. Lucid and Trippy, and with Dead Zone down to low HP, he should get cleaned up, does by Bound, and this should bring SSG right back. They've cut this lead in half, and if not for 1 or 2 more rotations and pushes from OpTic, they might just steal it.
Stellar just trying to play bodyguard with his ball player. Ball player drops to help him win the fight. This is a risky time to not play it, though. Yes, I love the decision to quickly grab that Eco. Knew the writing on the wall and quickly grabs it and chucks it off before the rest of his team goes dead. Dead Zone with a great rotation all the way from Seaside to the new oddball. And if they can get some slays here, they could actually look to close out the round. But no, SSG with some slays are going to make it difficult.
Eco down to 1 HP, goes down ultimately. Legend, though, trying to hedge his bets with a couple slays. Dead Zone. Dead Zone has been magnificent with the oddball here recently. Actually reminds me of Legend off the start of round 1. Earns the triple kill, does Dead Zone. Over here on the Seaside, rotates the oddball to gold. Gets some ball time. Finds another slay, gets more ball time before finally going down. A great stretch run there for Dead Zone. Has OpTic Gaming back in a comfortable lead, 77-38. They need this one. SSG up 1-0 in Game 4. They've got the 2-1 lead in this series. This is a closeout match for them.
God.
And Stellar's looking to help close things out with the double kill, but Lucid takes that shock right back. Might just have a camo to work with as well, but with 2 players for SSG eyeing him, that's going to make it more difficult, but Lucid wins the one against Eco. For now, camo is in the suit of Trippy. And Dead Zone protectively finds a double kill. 3 go down for SSG. Stellar, like a unicorn with a shock rifle stuck on his face, continues to push up. And he must have some magical powers after that, because he stays alive, gets back to full shield. Stellar doing stellar things on the C side of the map. But for now, Lucid with the shock. That was the last shot. And with 30 seconds left in this lobby, Eli, now the question gets posed to the coach Lunchbox. Do you play for oddball time or do you play to milk out that regulation clock? It looks like the latter is going to be the strategy. But no, instead, with 4 going down, I think... No, okay, they're just full on the casters here. They are going to play to milk the clock. Lucid just bait, and maybe even just bait for SSG, you know, causing some hopium in the comms. He grabbed it. The clock stopped. We can still win this, but no, it's over. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. OpTic Gaming will tie it up here in Game 4 after a heroic comeback performance. SSG looked strong in round 1. OpTic Gaming equally as strong in round 2. Where's this going to go in round 3?
I think that play at the end there was just to move the ball in a slightly more difficult spot for SSG to grab it. And it's also an easier spot for OpTic to throw grenades at it. So these guys just looking for any tiny edge that could possibly guarantee the victory. I think that's what that little chuck to the corner was there. Or he was looking to grab it and his teammate said, no, let's just play time.
Trippy, nice cleanup there, as it looked like Stellar was going to get away with murder. But instead, he goes down, so too does Legend. But for now, Oddball being milked by SSG is they're able to rotate it here all the way through the long haul, all the way here to their preferred spot at C. And a nice little setup here for SSG. It kind of felt like the numbers were even, but SSG has the objective efficiency, rotate it, but you got Formal to worry about. Already in the long haul, bound, peeking and popping out of that shroud screen. And for now, the Oddball takes its place at the back of C.
Love to see the plays here. Bound had chucked the Oddball across the opening on the C plat, understanding that OpTic were definitely going to be watching that. His teammate's able to safely grab it. Now he's just going to play as bodyguard to that ball carrier. And this early lead is what earned them such a strong start in that first round. And we'll see if they can carry this one to victory and close out the series.
Enemy has the ball.
Stellar risking it there. Does not reset the Oddball, actually stuffs it in the corner. But because of OpTic going 3 down, he felt safe about it, but no, not any longer. It's actually Formal who reset that. My apologies. As looks like a smart reset there for OpTic, but you're right, Eli. That's why we always talk about the 30-second check mark in oddballs. Now you have the ability to force OpTic Gaming to chase, to overextend, and now SSG have another one of those patented oddball rotations over through long haul into C. Lucid trying to shut down a predictable movement there. For now, that oddball sits at the reset point. SSG have it in their hands once again. 2 down on each side. Formal, though, down to low shields. Going to try to take the high ground, take his place, stay alive. But look at this. Whether they're rotating it on the long haul side or the needle side of the map, Eli, SSG are finding OBJ efficiency. And it could just be an answer to a series win over OpTic.
This whole play started because of a massive clutch up from the newcomer Legend. He killed Lucid in a spot where he should have been dead to rights. But Lucid extending himself, maybe just predicting that Legend wouldn't still be looking, but no, Legend made sure he died. And ever since then, Space Station have been playing keep away with this oddball. Lucid finally, no, I think the charge on the grapple was, or the cooldown was a little bit too long for him to go for that grab there. But wow, Lucid trying to shut this down early, but the damage has been done. It's still a 60-point lead right now for Space Station.
That's my bad, Eli. I've watched way too many Frosty Twitter clips. Right. Anytime I see somebody reset an oddball at the back of C, they got a grapple. I'm hoping to see that incredible play that Frosty's made famous. But for now, oddball again rotating through the long haul, and this is through SSG's favor, but Lucid, good favorable double kill, resets the map in the situation for now, and with this wide rotation with a grapple, might just have the timing to secure the triple. Nonetheless, secures the slay onto Eco, and with 3 down for SSG, waiting to see that oddball get rotated here, but they get a favorable glass spawn. Might be able to get some shots onto Lucid as he rotates. They do not. Very fortunate is Lucid to get this oddball rotation despite the fact that SSG spawned close to it, but you know the push is on.
Lucid almost single-handedly willing his team back into this round. This man has probably gotten at least 10 kills this round already. Also rotated the ball at a time that his team needed it. Able to shut down every advantage state that Space Station has tried to achieve in the last several minutes. Legend, though, going to try to do the same thing for Space Station now. Getting control of the pipe side, gets a double kill. Hearing callouts of his teammates right here. He's looking left and right, trying to find which one of these guys is going to show up on my screen first. He's going to kill both. Lucid, though, going to shut him down, but the effort from Legend was so strong there that SSG continued to rack up more time.
SSG has just been the better team rotating the oddball. It's as simple as that. And when you look at objective efficiency, I think one way that stats do make sense or are worth mentioning, look at everybody for SSG. Everybody virtually tied, right around 50, we'll call it. On the other side for OpTic, it's a little all over the place. I almost feel like Lucid might even be a little frustrated after he gets a triple, almost a damn near team wipe. Stellar gets the triple. Might just be an overkill. It should be from the grave. I'm surprised. I guess the overkill cancels out after you die. I'm not sure about that. I thought that would have for sure been an overkill, but again, for SSG, they're just winning those rotations. Everybody's playing their 25%, and that's just not the case for OpTic Gaming. Gonna need an answer here with less than 2 to go, or they're going down to the lower bracket.
Multi-kill timer does expire when you die. We'll call that a complimentary overkill. What's the word for it? Honorary overkill. We'll go with that. But Stellar looking to do more than that. Looks like man, every time Space Station get the ball in pipes, they have such a good defensive effort. OpTic only has so many options to get in to try to fly in through the bat ledge, but they get shut down. But at the same time, OpTic do a great job to actually completely clear everyone out of pipes, and Dead Zone Killing the only other player on the map, and that's what they need. But the members of Space Station coming off spawn are going to shut him down, and now it's an even 3v3 push. Formal with the shock rifle needs to hit a shot but misses, and now the push is coming in. 2 dead for OpTic, and if they can secure this kill and get the ball safely back to pipes, they could close out the round. Just 21 seconds to go to close it out.
Team nearing victory.
4 go down for OpTic, and this could be the stretch run. One final push for OpTic. 3 for now. Legend does as well. Oddball gets reset. Little mini play ball there for SSG as they want to find the slays before they find more time. Lucid finds the camo, but with that push, might go down. Great save there from Dead Zone. Nice bait and switch. 3 go down for SSG, and OpTic are going to have a final breath. Dead Zone, what can he do with this camo? If he can cycle continuously throughout the map, earning more and more slays as he does, this could bring OpTic right back. As I believe, is OpTic going to hold it at gold or try a rotation here to Dead Zone? I think that's the question. He's going to flip spawns all the way over to the needle side, and they will take the heads-up rotation. There we go. Very heads-up play there from OpTic Gaming. I was hoping for their sake they did rotate as they did, and now they're right there in it, down only by 30 seconds. SSG, though, with 92. OpTic need to hold strong here, hold the line. If they do, they could come back. Lucid goes down, and SSG might just break through the long haul. Legend with the shots onto Trippy. Trippy with a reset.
Wow.
Will get the reset. Oh, Stellar had that oddball lined up. That's the play I was looking for, but it just barely goes into the drink. Less than 1 minute left, 55 seconds to be exact, as SSG earned the oddball off the rotation, but that's bait. They go 2 down. Stellar looking to clean up with a double of his own as he takes down Trippy.
Double
and for
kill.
now, SSG are in the driver's seat. 40 seconds left. 3 members of OpTic down.
There was a stretch of time where OpTic had that ball set up for so long, and all the kills were going in favor of OpTic until the newcomer Legend finding 3 kills with his life. But now OpTic back in control of the oddball. He was able to slow the momentum, but OpTic are rolling once again. They could absolutely create this comeback.
Oh, 100%. This is feeling like SSG's 249, 250 comeback, but OpTic Gaming go 3 down. Dead Zone again. Notice this. Time after time, he feels like the last player alive. He earns the last Spartan standing slay, earns a few more seconds of oddball. They're down about 15 seconds. There's 15 seconds left on the clock. Which way does this one go? Bound pushes through the gold side of the map. Takes Dead Zone down to 1 HP. Takes him down. Sends him back to the respawn screen. But Bound goes down as well. 2v2 for now. The clock continues to tick away. OpTic needs slays. They need time, but they're not going to get it as they go 4 down. And SSG take game 4 and this series.
Oh my God, what a series this was. Yes, a 3-1 victory for Space Station, but OpTic fighting so hard for every single game. The series was won by a matter of a handful of plays in each game. And man, Space Station looking so strong. They earned their ticket into the winners bracket finals. They're going to face off against the winner of Complexity or Sentinels in that winners finals.
This match all came down to objective efficiency for me, Eli. Even taking a look at the series layout, OpTic wins the Slayer, but you got to win at least one OBJ.